to this happy place, welcome.
Hey guys, it's Tim, and welcome to episode 113. No. Yes.
110.
113. 113. Last one was 112. 113. The Dreaming of Disney podcast.
Backwards? Are we going backwards?
No, because last week was 112.
Last week? You mean a month ago?
Oh, yeah. I'm joined with my beautiful wife, Adrienne.
Hello.
Who's upset because she's not having dessert tonight.
No,
you were just crying.
because I'm not in Disneyland.
Oh, okay. Well, you did. I don't know that.
And I am having dessert.
We were just talking about you had a milkshake earlier today.
Yeah, I did. And then I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have ice cream tonight because I just had a milkshake earlier today. But then I'm like, okay, but that was earlier. It was like 4:00. So I need dessert before I go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm just going to make it smaller.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
But no, I was crying because, sorry, I'm trying to find a good spot for the mic. No, because I'm not in Disneyland and I've been really missing it.
Yeah, me too. We are planning, hopefully, in July. Mm-hmm. So, that's like the hottest time to go.
I know.
But,
I was telling a friend, and she was like, you want to go in July? I was like, well, I don't want to go in July, but.
It's our only opportunity this year.
Yeah.
But, well, speaking of missing Disneyland, I thought it'd be fun to do a little game, a little playthrough adventure, choose your own adventure with the help of my good friend, ChatGPT.
Okay, and I'm going to be honest, because I normally lie a lot. That just kidding. That I don't get AI. You guys, like the whole, and people love it. People are upset about it. Oh yeah, use AI for being the AI can be like your personal assistant. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Well, it's like
Google, right? It's like saying, "Hey Siri, where should I go tomorrow?"
It's like a very advanced Google.
Okay.
So this is with Google, you just like search something like, where's the best restaurant? And it gives you like, here are the top 5 based on Yelp.
Right.
With AI, it can reason. It can think.
How?
By how it programs itself.
It programs itself?
Well,
how does it think? It doesn't have a brain.
Well, it does have a brain. It's like, it's electronic brain, not like a human brain.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
So it's like a very, very smart computer that can think.
Is it a learning robot?
It is a learning robot.
What's that from? Leave us a review and tell us. What is that from?
So the engineers who started it, they feed it information and it learns off those things. And in the code, it allows it to learn off the information that's provided and can start to reason and think and act like a person. And so AI can be used in many different ways. It can be used as a personal assistant. You ask it questions, it can feed back information. It can search the web for you.
Yeah, because I see it all the time when so like I make with quotation marks sourdough.
Mm-hmm.
I have started a sourdough journey and I'm kind of plateaued. And I just, because it's, it's not like second nature to me yet. And so like trying new things, I'm not really there. I like got this thing down but since we moved, it's been off. And this is a tangent, but I'm coming back. I'm on a Facebook group and people always are like, oh, I asked what is it?
GPT.
And like, it's helped me so much with my sourdough. And like, Or I've seen things for, meal planning. It's like, I have a family of this many. We don't like this. We like this. I need this many meals. I need this many crock pot. It's just, I don't know. My friend and I tried it when we were in New York.
Yeah.
She was trying to remember this one restaurant and she couldn't remember. And we had just been talking about AI. And so I was like, are you going to try I can't even say it. Chat GPT. Could they make it flow better, please? And so we were like trying. It didn't work. We were like, where is like this restaurant? It's a kind of like a garden. It didn't work.
So I mean, you can feed it different types of information, and you give it parameters, and it can do things within that parameter. It can create images. You can tell it like, I want to create an image that looks like this.
Okay, so you do that in the app.
See, here's the thing. There's many different types of AI.
Okay.
Just like there's different apps. Chat GPT is one type of AI app.
Okay.
It's the most popular.
Okay.
But there's like Google has its own AI. Microsoft has its own AI. Apple is trying to do its own AI. So they all do similar things, or some are better at some things than others. But Chat GPT is like a chat bot,
Okay.
like you go online and you like chat with like a virtual,
Right.
but it's like that. So it's like someone that you chat with, and it can do many different types of things.
Okay. I'm sorry. I know this is not an AI podcast. It's just like, whatever. Yeah, let's do this.
So
part of me, like I'll like be intrigued. And then I'm like, no, I don't want to, because kind of like how we have, we have cell phones now. So like, how many people's phone numbers do you know? Like, you may know all your childhood friends' phone numbers still, but you don't know current people. Like, I know all of my best friends' phone numbers from growing up.
Yeah.
And my home phone number. And like, I do not know our sons.
I know.
And so it's like, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay. I don't even know what it starts with.
I know
the area code, but that is it. So I'm like, part of me, I'm like, oh, that would be helpful. But then I'm like, if I rely on it too much, will I lose the tiny bit of brain cells I have left after having 4 kids? Yeah. Okay. Another tangent. But speaking of 4 kids, I feel like we should give a congratulations to ourselves, to our friends, TJ and Melissa.
Oh, yes.
Tharian.
Yes.
Who are having number 5.
Number 5.
So TJ from Dreaming. Nope, that's us.
Yes. Dreaming of Disney.
Disney World is awesome.
Oh, I thought you were talking.
We're dreaming of Disney.
Well, I thought you were like, from the Dreaming of Disney podcast. Congratulations.
Oh, no. I said TJ from the
Disney
World is awesome podcast, and his wife.
Yes.
They are having a baby. It's another boy.
A boy. So their oldest is a boy. 3 younger daughters.
And they're having another boy. So exciting. Yeah. So congratulations, you guys. We're very excited for you. Okay. Anyways, back to AI. So anyways, I may have sold this idea from another podcast. Who'd you steal it from?
Who did I steal? Doesn't matter.
Got to stop stealing their ideas or we're going to have 5 kids.
Oh, no. But so I went into ChatGPT and I said, hey, let's do a podcast episode where it's a choose your own adventure. And it's, me and Audrey-Ann were going to Disneyland. And I gave it like parameters. Like, I like thrill rides. My favorite ride is Space Mountain, and I love Star Wars. Audrey-Ann loves sentimental rides like It's a Small World, Fantasyland, and making time for treats and desserts.
Shopping.
And create a choose your own adventure to where you give us options and then we'll discuss and then we'll choose what we want to do, and then give us different scenarios.
Okay.
And
we don't have the kids?
No, it's just us.
Aww.
That would take too long because you gotta like describe each of the kids and all that kind of stuff. So we'll have to do that for another episode.
Okay. Or we could do a Disney World one.
Or a Disney World one. All right. So here we go. Scene 1. Entering Disneyland. You and Audrienne have just walked under the tunnel into Disneyland. It is a perfect morning. Blue skies, the smell of popcorn, and fresh churros. And Main Street is buzzing with energy. Nice.
There you go.
You hear the faint sound of a marching band tuning up. Mickey and Minnie are waving nearby for photos. You're standing right at the start of Main Street, USA, holding hands, ready for adventure. Now, it's time to choose your first move. Where do you want to go? Option 1. Left toward Adventureland, Jungle Cruise, Indiana Jones. Straight towards the castle, Fantasyland, Magic, It's a Small World. Or right toward Tomorrowland, Space Mountain, and Star Tours.
And
So
this is where you split up because you want different things.
So where are we going? What do you think?
Okay, well, obviously, I would like to go towards the castle and Small World because we typically go, especially if we have the kids.
Yeah.
We go, well, I take that back. Now that we have a girl, we have at times split up where you will take the boys and to Tomorrowland and I will take Georgia to Fantasyland.
I say we go towards the castle.
Okay, all right. That's
Since
okay.
we don't have the boys and because I love you so
Oh,
much.
thank you. Okay.
All right, so we're going to the castle. Let's go to the castle.
Oh, I lost it. There we go.
Awesome choice. Heading straight toward the castle. Scene 2. In front of Sleeping Beauty's castle. You and Audrienne stroll hand in hand down Main Street. You pass by the Main Street Cinema, the Candy Palace, and the smell of fresh candy apples fill the air. As you approach the hub, the majestic Sleeping Beauty castle towers ahead. Not if you've been to Disney World.
Hey,
Glittering in
hey.
the sunlight.
Don't you diss it.
It's a perfect moment. Families are snapping photos, the music swells, and there's a soft breeze carrying the smell of flowers from the surrounding gardens. Standing here, you have a few magical options. What would you like to do next? Walk through the castle and explore Fantasyland? Hop on the Disneyland Railroad? That seems kind of weird.
That's inaccurate.
That's behind us.
Chat GPT. Also, candy apples.
Did not have candy apples?
Well, but where did, if we, were we still on Main Street?
We were at the beginning of Main Street.
Oh, okay. All right.
And third option, find a spot nearby and grab a snack. It's a little early for that.
It's a little early. I don't usually grab I get coffee.
So I say option 1, go walk through the castle and explore Fantasyland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we already said that.
Yeah, but I guess we were walking through Main Street.
Okay.
Let's go to Fantasyland. Love it. You're heading through the castle into Fantasyland. You and Audrienne step through the tunnel under Sleeping Beauty Castle. As you emerge into Fantasyland, it's like walking into a storybook. Colorful banners flutter above. The clanging of the sword from King Arthur's carousel echoes nearby. You catch the sweet smell of cotton candy, and you hear the distant splash of It's a Small World boats returning to dock.
You won't hear that when you are under the castle.
You're more likely to hear Matterhorn than that.
Screaming.
Fantasyland is full of charm, and a lot of classic rides are calling your names. What would you like to ride first? Peter Pan's Flight? Mm-hmm. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride? King Arthur's Carousel? It's a Small World.
Well, I think we all know. Well, you know what? Honestly, it depends. If we are walking through the castle and we are right there by Peter Pan, what's the wait time? Because if it's under 30 minutes, I'm going to do it because it won't be later in the day.
It's true.
Where Small World, typically stays low. Summer, it can get high. Well, I guess probably holidays it can get high, but it usually goes back down, where like Peter Pan usually doesn't go back down.
Yeah. Assuming this is a park open. Peter Pan's probably 30, 45 minutes at this point.
No.
Or an
usually if this is park open, it usually doesn't open for early entry.
It does open for
No, it
early
doesn't.
entry. Yes, it does.
Tim, you take the boys to Space Mountain, to Tomorrowland, and I take Georgia to Fantasyland. It has happened more than once where they are not open right away because she always wants to ride it first, and they aren't open.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
I think they open. They might open before 8, but they're usually not open like right away. And we'll go do other things and wait for Small World. It's happened to us a couple times.
Okay. We're going to Small World.
All right.
Small World. Perfect choice. It's a small world. It's
perfect.
You and Adrienne walk over to the white and gold facade of It's a Small World. The iconic clock tower ticks away. Every few minutes, the parade of doll figurines marches out in perfect rhythm. The whole area feels happy, bright, and timeless. There's almost no wait. You board a little boat, sit side by side, and set off your cruise around the world. The familiar tune fills the air. It's a small world after all. And you float past dancing dolls, dressed in colorful costumes, children from Europe, Asia, Africa, South Africa, and more, all in singing in harmony. Adrienne smiles warmly, taking in every detail. The glittering waterfalls, the shimmering stars, and the charming little details tucked into each scene. You even spot a few Disney characters hidden among the dolls. It's peaceful, sentimental, and totally magical. As you drift along, your next choice approaches. What would you like to do after your cruise ends? Head towards Mickey's Toontown? Visit Mickey and Minnie Runaway and maybe ride Runaway Railway? Get a treat? Jump back into Fantasyland for more rides.
Okay, wait. What were the options again?
Mickey's Toontown, get a treat, jump back into Fantasyland.
I'm not going to jump back into Fantasyland if it's just me and you.
Yeah.
I would probably go into Toontown and go on Mickey and Minnie's, and then after that, get a treat.
That sounds like a plan.
Fortunately. Oh, wait, here we go.
Let's go to Toontown. You and Adrienne hop off It's a Small World and stroll a little ways over to Mickey's Toontown. As you pass through the cartoon-style archway, everything around you looks straight out of an animated movie. Colorful, wacky buildings, spinning mailboxes, chimming fire hydrants. Chimming? Chimming fire hydrants? I don't know what that means. And silly sound effects everywhere you step. Toontown is buzzing with energy. Kids are running around Goofy's house. Ugh. Donald's boat is rocking gently in the pond.
Tim's favorite place to go.
And the Disneyland Railroad whistles blows in the distance. Right in front of you are two big options. What would you like to do first in Toontown? Ride Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway? Visit Mickey's house? Or explore Toontown?
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Right? I mean...
Yeah, let's do Runaway Railway. You and Adrienne walk over to the entrance of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, tucked inside the colorful El Capitan Theater. The marquee flashes bright lights and promises an unforgettable cartoon adventure. As you step inside, you're surrounded by silly movie posters and whimsical music. After a short wait, you board your train with Goofy himself as your conductor. Uh-oh. The ride kicks off with a harmless cartoon picnic until chaos erupts. Suddenly, you're zipping through cartoon scenes, a twister blowing into a farm, a subway station crumbling apart, a tropical waterfall ride, and even a crazy dance class with Daisy Duck leading the way. Goofy's ridiculous driving has you laughing the whole time, and Adrienne's laughing too, especially with your ride vehicle starts to bounce to a salsa beat.
Oh, that is the best part.
Finally, after a whirlwind of color and music, you return safely. Mickey and Minnie sing a happy little song about nothing can stop us now, and your train pulls into the station. You both hop off a little dizzy, but grinning. Now, What do you do next? Head to Galaxy's Edge, grab a snack at Toontown, slow things down with a ride on the Disneyland Railroad.
Sorry, I was looking for something that I don't have.
Okay.
Okay.
So Galaxy's Edge,
snack.
snack at Toontown,
Snack at Toontown.
and Disneyland Railroad.
Because I very much enjoy the
Those
little
little
donuts at Daisy's Cafe.
Let's get some donuts at Daisy's Cafe in Toontown.
Is it called Daisy's Cafe? Or is it
I
called
think so.
Cafe Daisy?
Cafe Daisy.
I think it's Cafe Daisy.
Yes, donuts at Cafe Daisy. Excellent call.
I know.
You and Adrienne stroll over to Cafe Daisy, the charming little diner in the heart of Toontown. The colorful awnings flutter in the breeze, and the smell of fresh baked goodies fill the air. You step up to the counter and spot the perfect treat: Daisy's goofy-shaped donuts.
What?
Yeah, that's just what it says.
Wait, hang on. I want to see if that is accurate.
Frosted, sprinkled, and almost too cute to eat.
They weren't goofy shaped last time I was there.
Maybe they are now. Maybe ChatGPT knows something we don't. You each pick one and grab a cold drink to go with it. Maybe a lemonade or iced coffee.
Iced coffee.
You find a table nearby, sit down under the cheerful cartoon umbrellas, and dig in. The donuts are delicious, soft, fluffy, and packed with sugary happiness.
Sugary happiness.
As you munch, the sights and sounds of Toontown's buzz all around you. Kids giggling at the Goofy's house, trolley bells clanging, and Chip and Dale chasing each other across the rooftops. It's a perfect little pause, just you two enjoying a sweet moment in your Disneyland adventure.
Oh, wait.
Did they
Daisy's, they're called Daisy's Goody Donuts. I have to like begin an order to see a picture of it, huh?
All right, what are we doing next? Jump into Galaxy's Edge?
Yeah, they're not goofy shaped. Chat GPT.
Explore more Fantasyland rides? Catch a parade or show?
Galaxy's Edge,
We're
right?
going to Galaxy's
We're going to
Edge.
Galaxy's Edge.
We're going to Galaxy's Edge.
It's really hard to get out of this. Oh, there we go.
You still playing music over there?
Yeah, can you not hear it?
I get.
Okay, here.
From Toontown, you follow the winding path through a forested area, and suddenly the landscape changes. You do not walk to Galaxy's Edge from Toontown. ChatGPT, you're failing here a little bit. You step into the towering rocky outpost of Batuu. Welcome to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, or some people call it Star Wars Land.
I haven't called it that in a long time.
I know. Good job. Massive spires loom overhead. Droids beep and whirl as they pass by. The Millennium Falcon rests in the distance, looking battle-worn but ready for a daring escape. Stormtroopers patrol the streets, keeping an eye on citizens. The smells of roasted meats and exotic spices fill the air from Ronto roasters. You hear the hum of lightsabers being ignited somewhere nearby. Adrienne looks around in awe. It feels like you're really on another planet.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Now that you're here, what do you want to do? Ride Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run, join the Resistance on Rise of the Resistance, or grab a Star Wars snack? Well,
We
here we
just
got a
had
snack.
a snack. Chat GPT.
Well, depending on what the wait time situation is. And we've got a lightning lane.
There's just so many variables.
I would say Rise.
Okay.
Let's go on Rise. You and Adrienne make your way through the winding paths of Galaxy's Edge and the entrance of Rise of the Resistance. The building itself feels massive, hidden in the shadows of Batuu's towering rock formations. The anticipation builds as you approach. You can hear the faint hum of starships overhead and the tension of Resistance on high alert. Once you enter, the mood shifts dramatically. You're immediately in the middle of the Resistance briefing. A hologram of Rey appears, and you're briefed on the mission. You'll be infiltrating the First Order Star Destroyer and escaping and escaping enemy clutches. You're outfitted with the secret codes for your mission. All right, we all know this, right?
Okay, we
get it. As your ride ends, you escape just in time, heart racing, the sounds of blasters ringing in your ears. You've successfully completed the mission, and the resistance is counting on you. All right, what do we do next? Head over to Millennium Falcon, relax, and grab another Star Wars snack.
Oh my God.
Or head out of Galaxy's Edge and explore more of Disneyland.
Nice.
Maybe back to Tomorrowland for Space Mountain.
Yeah, let's go back to Tomorrowland because this thing is explaining too many details that I already know.
Let's go to Tomorrowland. You exit the chaotic thrills of Galaxy's Edge and head towards Tomorrowland, where the future feels just around the corner. The sleek, futuristic architecture gleams in the sun. The sounds of space-age music fill the air. The big Space Mountain spire looms in the distance, surrounded by other exciting attractions. You catch a glimpse of the People Mover. Well, technically, the People Mover tracks
you see that, yeah,
are still there, but the ride hasn't worked
capture a
in
glimpse
decades.
of where the People Mover once stood.
And the scent of delicious spaceport popcorn drifts by. It's time to dive into the futuristic fun, and now you have some options. What do? Space Mountain? It's time for a high-speed roller coaster through the dark. Twisting world of outer space. Star Tours? Or Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters? Buzz Lightyear, right? Yeah, okay. Space Mountain. You and Adrienne make your way over to the entrance of Space Mountain, where the iconic futuristic building glows with energy. The line is full of excited guests, all anticipating the thrilling ride through the cosmos. As you near the boarding area, the anticipation builds. You can hear the swooshing sounds of the roller coaster as it zips around in the dark, twisting and turning in vastness of space. You hop into your sleek rocket car, fasten your seat, there's no seatbelts, and get ready for the ultimate ride.
Okay. Wait.
All personnel, clear the launch platform. All personnel, clear launch platform.
There you go.
Nice. The lights dim, and then whoosh, you're launched into the blackness of space. The track is invisible in the dark, making every twist and turn feeling unpredictable. Actually, I know like every turn on that ride. You zoom through the stars, dodge asteroids, and feel that like you're rocketing through the Milky Way.
Space travelers.
But there's no time to be scared.
Seated as your flight will continue in a moment.
There it is. The thrill of the rides keeps you both laughing and screaming in joy.
That's true.
I
laugh a
always
lot.
laugh on that ride.
I laugh a lot on that ride.
Adrienne's voice rises in excitement as you race through the sharp turns and fast drops. The light. Where's your voice rising in excitement? The lights in the ride blinks like distant stars. The feeling of weightlessness makes your stomach flip.
If you ever feel weightless.
There's one drop on that where it's it's good. Finally, the ride slows and you exit breathless and grinning from ear to ear.
Good. I'm trying
All
to
right,
skip
what do we
forward.
do next? Head to Star Tours, grab a quick snack, or relax with the ride on the People Mover.
Wait, we got to pick the People Mover because I'm curious to see what it'll say we're doing. Like what we see. But like it'll be like,
oh, that's a good point.
it'll say like, and you see Cinderella's castle. And then when we get off of that, what are our options going to be?
Okay, so let's go on People Mover.
Let's go on the People Mover.
And let's see if they puts us on a plane to Florida.
Okay, well, you head to the airport.
Let's go on the People Mover.
Okay. Well, now we're in Disney World and I don't have music for Disney World.
Perfect choice. People Mover it is. After the wild rush of Space Mountain, it's time to slow down a bit and take the sights of Tomorrowland from a more leisurely perspective. You and Adrienne make your way to the entrance of the People Mover, the classic elevator ride that circles Tomorrowland, offering stunning views and a relaxed vibe. As you board one of the sleek cars, you settle into your seats and start gliding gently into the air. The air feels cool as you pass by futuristic buildings of Tomorrowland. The view from above is amazing. You can see the whole park, including Space Mountain, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the distant spires of Sleeping Beauty Castle.
Okay, so it says Sleeping Beauty's castle. You can't see Sleeping Beauty's castle from anywhere but right in front of Sleeping Beauty's castle.
As you glide through, the People Mover car takes you through hidden corners of Tomorrowland. You pass the Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, the Finding Nemo submarine voyage, and its shipping waters. You even glide right by the Autopia cars, where drivers look like they're navigating the future, though you're definitely taking the more relaxed route.
Interesting. This is mixing both parks. Okay.
The narration in the background tells you all about Tomorrowland's vision of the future, but it's mostly about enjoying the breezy, quiet moment together. Adrienne smiles, feeling the peacefulness of it all.
I'm smiling because I'm confused. Where am I? Okay.
Okay. So next, now that you've had, I think we took a second round of People Mover. We didn't.
We took a second round? Like we go on it again?
Yeah, because I accidentally pressed it again.
Oh, okay.
So next, take a deep dive on the Finding Nemo submarine voyage.
Heck no, never again.
Head to Adventureland, leave Tomorrowland, and head towards Main Street to catch a parade or stroll down bustling street for some shopping.
Ooh. I don't want to shop yet. I want to go to Adventureland.
Okay. I don't know how long this is going to go.
I know. We need to say, like, is it time for the fireworks yet? Because, like, what time is it? Like, ask it. What time is it now?
What time is it?
Well, in Florida, it's...
Is it time for fireworks? Let's speed this up a little bit. Oh, now it's searching the web. I don't want you to search the web. I want you to keep...
You guys don't trust Chat GPT.
Okay, now it thinks that I'm, like, asking a question. I want to go back to the game. Let's see. Okay. Let's watch the fireworks. We're just going to speed through today.
I do want to do some shopping.
No, I'm messed up.
It doesn't know what. I'm sorry. I asked you to do something that. Shocker. They couldn't handle.
Okay. Let's go on. Let's go. No, let's not go on. Let's go watch the fireworks. Perfect way to end a day. Fireworks at Disneyland. So we're not even choosing this option. We're just going to say, this is what we're doing.
Who says that it ends my day, though, you know?
As the sun sets, the park takes on a magical glow.
It's true.
And the air is filled with excitement.
Mm-hmm.
You and Adrienne find a cozy spot near Sleeping Beauty Castle 3 hours before it doesn't say that.
No.
Surrounded by the happy buzz of other guests. Or who are up in your business trying to squeeze in. The lights on the castle start to twinkle as the evening sky darkens.
That's nice.
The Disneyland fireworks show begins with a burst of color lighting up the night sky. The music swells and the Disney characters appear on the castle, bringing the fireworks to life in perfect harmony. Tim can't help but be excited at the sight of the spectacular pyrotechnics, the way they explode in the sky, creating a symphony of light. Adrienne is just soaking in the magic, holding your hand, smiling at the kids nearby, because she's crying because she misses her own kids.
Because I left mine.
And taking in the beauty of the moment. With each burst of light, the fireworks create a dazzling patterns above the castle. There's a magical moment when Tinkerbell soars high above, flying from the castle and sprinkling pixie dust across the sky. The crowd cheers in delight. The show wraps up with a grand finale and a cascade of color and lights lighting up the sky, and the music crescendoing to an unforgettable peak. The castle sparkles under the final burst of light. As the fireworks end and the crowd begins to disperse, what's your final choice? Stroll down Main Street, enjoy the last bit of Disneyland music, maybe grab a late night snack before heading out, take a ride on the Disneyland Railroad around the park to cool down after fireworks, or exit the park with memories of an amazing day and start planning your next Disneyland adventure.
Well,
Main Street.
Main Street and shopping. Although I wish that since the People Mover is an option, I wish Splash Mountain was an option, because that's really fun to do at night after the fireworks.
Let's do some shopping at Main Street or on Main Street.
Ooh, what am I going to buy?
A perfect way to end the day, some shopping on Main Street. The fireworks are over, but the magic of Main Street is still alive. The evening lights glow softly, and the shops along the street are full of classic Disney merchandise. The shops have that charming old-timey feel with their vintage displays, warm lighting, and that familiar Disney magic. You and Adrienne stroll hand in hand, window shopping as you go. There's something special about taking your time to browse the stores after a fun-filled day. You pass the Emporium, the largest shop on the Main Street, with its endless rows of Disney souvenirs, Mickey ears, plush toys, character mugs, and more. Adrienne spots a beautiful Mickey Mouse ornament that she's been eyeing, while Tim admires a new Star Wars t-shirt.
Okay, that's accurate for you. That is. How about a Dooney and Burke I've been eyeing?
There's also the Candy Palace, where you can see freshly made fudge and candy apples. The smell of sugar lingers in the air, and it's tempting to pick up a last-minute treat for the road. As you walk, you stop to check out some of the unique little shops, like the China Closet for fine Disney collectibles, or Le Bat en Rouge, where you can find princess dresses, tiaras, and magical accessories. What do you want to pick up to remember your day? A set of Mickey Minnie ears? A Disney mug or t-shirt? Or a sweet treat? Maybe one last Disney caramel apple or a box of Disney chocolates to take home.
Well, a treat and a mug or shirt. Like, come on, people. Not just getting one thing.
Let's do both. A Disney mug, t-shirt, and a sweet treat.
There we go.
You head into the Emporium, excited to pick out your souvenirs. Tim picks up a classic Disney t-shirt featuring Mickey and his friends in a vibrant colors, while Adrienne grabs a Disney mug that has a fun Disney design. You both share a laugh about how each item will remind you of the epic Disneyland day every time you use them at home. It was so epic.
It was such a crazy day on the People Mover. Well, that would be pretty epic. We were like, I don't know how we got to Florida, but
then you stop by the Candy Palace to grab a sweet treat, a delicious caramel apple covered in nuts and drizzled with chocolate.
100% no. I mean, I like candy apples. I don't like nuts on dessert, but like, that's not what I get.
No.
This thing doesn't know me at all.
The caramel is gooey, the apple is tart, and every bite is pure bliss. Yeah, I wouldn't have got that either.
No, you definitely wouldn't have.
I don't like them. As you walk down Main Street, your bag's filled with your treasures. The final moments of the day feel magical. Got some booty from Pirates of the Caribbean.
I got my treasures.
You're both exhausted but elated from the fun adventures, the laughter, and all the memories made. It's time to wrap up your Disneyland day. But first, one last decision.
Okay.
Head toward the exit and leave the park, carrying all the magic with you. Take a last stroll down Main Street to soak in the atmosphere before heading out.
Oh my gosh.
There's a big cat sitting on you.
Really big cat sitting on me. And he kind of smells.
Let's exit the park.
No.
No?
Oh, you just want to wrap this up?
No, we could do one last stroll down Main Street.
I just haven't been in so long. I'm looking at the Disneyland app right now.
A final stroll down Main Street. You and Adrienne take a leisurely walk down Main Street, USA, now quieter after the fireworks, which has a few guests lingering, enjoying the last bit of Disney magic. The shops are slowly closing, but there's a peaceful, nostalgic vibe as you stroll past them.
Please stop whispering.
The slow, soft glow of the street lights.
I'm going to go to bed.
Gentle music of the background. And the faint hum of the Disneyland Railroad passing by all combine to make the perfect, serene moment. You pass the Disneyland train station one last time, taking the grandeur of the park before you head toward the exit. As you reach the end of Main Street, you stop and take a deep breath, soaking in the magic that you've experienced throughout the day, from thrilling rides to sweet memories with Adrienne to shopping for the perfect keepsakes. Disneyland, once again, lived up to the reputation of being the happiest place on earth. It's time to head out, but you both know you'll be back soon.
I'll be back.
With smiles on your faces and bags full of memories. You exit through Main Street's
they were
archway.
treasures.
No, they're memories now.
Memories. They've been treasures, keepsakes, and memories.
The twinkling lights of the park fading in the distance, but the magic never truly leaving.
Oh, no.
Thank you for taking this Disneyland adventure with me. Hope you and Adrienne had an amazing time, and now you have some new memories to cherish until your next visit.
Oh, my
The
gosh.
end.
Well, that was interesting. I mean, we could go right now, and Rise is only 35 minutes.
Oh, let's
They're
go.
keeping that open later now, huh?
Yeah, they are. It's usually closed around 8.
Tiana's is only 5 minutes. That's a walk-on right there.
yeah.
Just going to Tiana's. Pirates is a walk-on. Oh, Space Mountain is 40. People Mover's 30. Just kidding. People Mover is closed because it's after midnight in Florida.
That's true.
Right.
And it's closed in Disneyland for the last maybe like
I don't
30,
know.
40 years. So, well, there you go. There's a little Disney adventure.
There you go.
Wasn't as detailed as I
Well, but
wanted it
then-
to be.
Well, some things, and it was like describing the ride of Rise of the Resistance. That's a cat.
No, I just like the purr.
All right.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. And
if you like AI, why don't you download ChatGTP?
TTP,
GTP.
GPP.
I'm going to call it Chatty P. And have, you can do your own little Disney adventure and pretend you're there.
Okay. You can follow us on social media. We're on Instagram at dreaming.of.disney.podcast. We're also on TikTok. You can follow us there too. And leave us a review if you like what you listen to. We appreciate it. Helps others to find the podcast and listen to us. And until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.